Hello all, welcome to another quick learning. Today we're going to be going over an exercise example of creating a stacked bar. So the exercise is create a stacked bar from the data below and compare to the result to the right. So using this data we want to create something like this, where we've got the sales by category. Each category is here, and then within that bar there's also the color coding for the subcategory. Alright, so I'll give you guys a second to think about how you might do that. You can pause the video and then I'll come back and show you guys how to do it. Alright, so I'm back. So hopefully you either got a good start or you may be confused, and I'm going to help you out. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create a unique list of values for the category. So I'm going to select the top one, do Control-Shift down, Control-C to copy it, Control-V, just paste it over here. I'm just using this area because I can. Then I'll go to Data and I'll put Remove Duplicates, and then it'll give me the three distinct values that we have under category. I'm going to do something similar with subcategory. Select all these. These are all unique though, so I don't need to remove the duplicates. I'm going to select here, and then I'm going to paste transpose because I want them all in this row here. So I can create this kind of column, row, table of values. Alright, so then within those cells I'm going to do a function equals sum ifs. So this is going to sum up the sales values based on criteria that I input. So criteria is going to be the category and the subcategory. So first thing I have to put in is the sum range. So I'm going to select this, the top one, and then do Control-Shift down to select the entire column of data, and then press F4 to lock that. So anywhere I drag this, it's going to use this sum range. And then comma, I have to put in the criteria range. So let's start with the category here. So I'm going to select the top one here, Control-Shift down to select the whole column. Press F4 again to lock it for all the cells that are going to use this formula after I drag it. And the criteria here is going to be equal to this furniture. And I'm going to press F4 until we see the $ in front of the column here, which is E. So that column is going to be locked. Even when I drag it across, it's going to take the value from this column here. Alright, criteria range 2. So let's now go to subcategory. So select the top one, Control-Shift down, press F4. And we want it equal to this bookcases. And we'll press F4 until $ is only in front of the 3, which is the row. That tells me that it's going to lock it on this row. So even when I drag down, it's not going to move down into the other cells. So there we go. I've got that formula now. I'll just put a comma just so we can compare it, and you can see it's the same as this value here. We've just kind of pivoted the data. You could also do this with a pivot table and then just use it off of that, but I just wanted to kind of show you some of the more functionality of Excel and the functions and things like that. So I'm going to drag this across all these cells. So the reason you're not seeing like the bookcases values for office supplies and technology is because bookcases is only under furniture. So these are all only under furniture, and then these are only under office supplies. And obviously things like copiers and machines and things like that are technology. Alright, so we've got the data set up. So now how do we transform that into a bar chart like this? So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to select the data. Then we're going to go up into the insert part, select bar, and we want this second one, this second stacked bar. This one will give you the percentages overall of what the different things are. This will give you just a stacked bar on top of each other. And once we do that, we see it's not exactly what we wanted. So the color is actually the category here and the subcategory is showing up as the different rows in this bar chart. So how do we switch that? So you could reconfigure this table here, or the simple thing is just to hit this button up here in the chart tools. You may have to go to design here, and you just hit the switch row and column, and then it will reformat it to this. So you can see we're almost there. We just have some helpful things like a title and some axes to give people a better idea of what we're seeing here. So if we go into the chart tools here and we go to make sure you have the chart selected, or else this won't show up. We'll go to layout, we'll give it a chart title, so let's do above the chart. We'll just do sales by category. And then we'll add some axis labels. So if we click on the axis labels, we can put in a horizontal label. We'll just select this, and we'll put in sales. And then for the vertical axis, we'll put in category. Whoops. Control Z to undo that. And we'll put in category. So now you can see, you can tell what this is and what this is showing us, and you can even resize it if you want, make it bigger or smaller if you paste it into PowerPoint or something. All right, hope you guys were able to follow along with it, and you join me for future videos. Thank you very much.